we talked about musicians, you know, that maybe inspired everybody, but what about like actors? Do you have any actors that inspired you today?
Christopher Walken.
Oh my God, I love this guy.
The best. Christopher
Yeah.
Walken. I love Christopher Walken so much. And there was once when we were on Saturday Night Live, and he was hosting.
Yeah.
And he came up before we were about to, he was going to introduce us, you know,
Yeah.
as we we're going to play. And he comes up and he goes, he said, is the accent on Foo or Fighters? And I knew how he was going to say it. I was like, the accent's on Fighters, actually. So he got up there and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
That is so
I was like,
I love that. That's amazing. I love, it is funny though, because as musicians though, we're all musicians as well, like I am really inspired by actors as well, like just as much sometimes as the musicians I grew up listening to. It's just people that are creative and really like, I don't know, inspire you. I think it's a really broad kind of creative field. Yeah. But let's talk about your music. I didn't even know that you are a musician until recently, and I was like, wait, what? You're like talented, you do everything.
Thank you. Well.
And you call yourself sophomore. Why come up with sophomore? Why not go by Abigail?
You know, I really wish I had a really cool story about it, but.
Well, apparently you don't need, you can just be a pilot. You just want to be a pilot, so. It's not all deep, apparently, Abigail.
Yeah. I had a dream one night where that was what that's what my name was, as I guess in life in general.
I'm curious, so did you do it? Because I know a lot of people like to come up with like more of a stage name because they want to separate it from like you as the actor.
Yeah. I felt like if I was under Abigail Breslin, I just didn't want people to be like, here we go, like she's trying to be a singer-songwriter now.
Like an actress.
And I just kind of wanted them to like it just because they liked it and not because they liked a movie I was in.
Yeah, I love that. I love let the art speak. I love that. Well, you're doing a song called Witchcraft.
Yes.
So is it about witchcraft? What's it about?
Yes, so it's, my friend came over, my friend Max, who wrote it with me. He just came over to my house and I was like, oh, let's, write a song. And we literally wrote it in like 20 minutes. And I just had this idea about writing a song called Witchcraft because I'm a very witchy person. And
wait, what does that mean?
Well, I read tarot.
You do?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
My grandmother did that apparently, and I did not know that until recently.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
my whole family on like my mom's side, we come from kind of a long line of witchy women.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we all have like different kind of, I'm a medium, I like to say, like, I try to be, I
That's
can
cool.
Speak to the dead, so.
Oh my God, I don't want to. I'm terrified. Have you ever done anything like that? Gone to a psychic, a medium, anything like that?
you know, I'm going to tell you something crazy. When I was like 17 years old, I decided that I was going to ask the universe to become a successful musician. I'm not kidding. And I had this little ritual in my carport where I sat down and I made this weird altar with these different like signs and insignias that meant, and I lit candles and I literally prayed to the universe to someday become a successful musician.
Is that in your book? Is that in your book? You should have included that in the book.
Yeah, it's like,
that's amazing.
I don't know if it's who I sold my soul to, but.
But it worked.
You're a witch too.